And then final pick here for support on the side of SK Telecom is going to be the Lulu, so going to look past the Nami and back. Peanut drags it in, but Haru knows that he's here. Drops a ward. Will be able to take this one away. And now Peanut's in a bad spot. It's going to be the smoke screen coming down. Peanut going low. Haru, can he get the last couple auto attacks in? Will force out the flash, and that's going to be such a devastating start for Peanut.
Graves is one of those champions.
Yep, showing it off yet again. Ruler, meanwhile in the bottom lane, dashing forward to the arcane shift. That's going to draw out the exhaust, but they're going to fire back with one on the bang. He pops the heal, has to flash away as Ruler goes forward yet again with his own flash. Wolf going low. Shield not going to last forever. He'll have to flash back underneath the turret, and that's just going to be a massive trade for Samsung.
Holy crap, 3 out of 3 players we've been tracking have out-dueled their opponents. We haven't seen a duo lane out-duel Wolf and Bang really at any point this season. Now Haru trying on the Prophet. That's 4 defensive flashes already.
Flash forward from Cube. Peanut's here to try to back this one up. Cocoon comes through, lands onto Haru, but Prophet's still going to go down as Cube finds the first blood, and now Peanut in a bit of a rough spot. Cube doesn't have the cooldowns up to jump onto him, to lock him down with the twisted advance, so Peanut makes it out, but look at that. Every lane has lost their summoner spells except for Faker. Yeah, and Peanut now losing the Raptors as well. Haru sitting in the brush. Peanut, does he check this? No, he does not. End of the line coming through. Peanut low, and you see, he takes his hands off the keyboard. He knows that he's dead, just gets popped.
Wow. He had flash up as well, but instant burst there. Nice animation cancel. No repel, you notice.
I mean, Peanut just went full Jesus take the wheel, and he wasn't there to answer. He goes down, and that's the second kill on the board for Samsung.
Haru is looking a class above Peanut. This guy was on the relegated CJ squad. Was a joke as in the bot lane, more trading.
They're going to trade back on the Ruler, has to flash away. Just being a little bit too overzealous, and Bang still has a bit of damage to offer up. Now poor JJ almost falling. Is able to make it out with his life, holds on to the flash, but a good trade here for SKT, showing signs of life in the bottom lane, but it's pretty dead elsewhere.
We'll hold that story for now as Haru is spotted on a ward.
There's a ward in the pit, but there's one on the backside of the pit. Prophet going to come through from the TP. Faker now jumping forward, pops the Shadow Assault, but the Realm Warp's coming through as well. Crown takes it forward. It looks like that will just be an Ocean Drake picked up by SKT, but now Prophet might be losing his life over this. Pops the depth charge, knocks up Ruler, where JJ goes low, has to flash out, and Prophet will be able to walk away from this one.
Play the ranking into Black Cleaver, then an attack speed zeal item is, here's the teleport.
Yeah, TP coming into from the back, Crown roaming down, has the Realm Warp ready to go. Cube gonna flash in, locks down Bank, but the Wild Growth comes through, but he's just taking so much damage from Haru. They take him out. Looks like they won't be able to find more. Haru's slowing up Wolf. He's trying to chip away at him as best as he can, but won't be able to come up with the kills. The exhaust comes down, but another one on the board for Samsung, 3-0 thus far. I mean, the Camille has become a bit more of a must-ban as well as of late.
All alone.
Hold that thought, though, is Cube. Yes, as you say, all alone. We'll go ahead, pop the Maelstrom, flashes away, trying to get closer to his team. The Cocoon won't connect, and he's only down to half HP, still relatively tanky and healthy here on the Maokaizu. He will make it out, but they get the flash away from him, so that's an engaged threat taken away.
Could go back and teleport, but that would give that big teleport window over to Prophet. They're pushing in mid because Haru's there already.
I mean, they have the fast track on this, but now SKT going to try to pinch from below. Cube still going to be the target in the front lines. Can't last too much longer. Getting HP back from the Sap Magic passive, but he will go down in the end. And now Ruler chased out by Faker. Falls 2 kills on the board suddenly for SK Telecom. They're going to be looking for more. Faker coming over the wall. The Assassin's Path won't be able to find a way back in, but Samsung a bit too overzealous, trying to knock down that inner turret in mid. They get punished for it. And make more calls like that, the later this game goes.
It's a slow Drake. Here's Faker now.
Faker's nearby. TP's going to be coming through. Mount Drake does go over to Samsung, but Cube's getting locked down. Prophet now arriving, slows him up, but Samsung, maybe they just want to fight this one out. Twisted advance down onto the Nautilus. He's down to about half HP. They throw out the depth charge, pops up toward JJ, but he is nice and safe in the back line, so looks like that's just going to be a TP advantage over to Samsung plus the Dragon.
At least Samsung wasn't overzealous that time. Haru clearly communicated he was
out
of mana.
This.
They're going for the Baron rotate.
Through. This is completely blind. They have a control ward inside the pit.
SKT haven't even sent a Hawk Shot over.
Yeah, and this thing's down to half HP. The Mountain Drake already doing wonders for Samsung. SKT has no idea that this is happening. They throw out the Ash Hero, won't do a damn thing. Baron over to Samsung 24 minutes in. They more than make up for that shot calling blunder. Mid and bot taken out just like that. They're going to go ahead and keep pushing forward. Maybe looking for that in him. Ash Hero comes out, pops, locks down Haru. He gets popped up by the depth charge. Down to half HP, but the shields from the Karma still keeping everybody relatively safe. Realm Warp coming through to the mid. Drag a couple minions in, but this is a bit of a botch here by Samsung. By the look of it, Crown Core JJ cut off from the rest of the team. Haru, the collateral damage, not going to connect on the Faker, so he's still in the fight. Flash forward, though, is enough to finish him off. So far, a 1-for-1. Faker for Ruler. And Samsung, can they get more? Looks like the answer might be yes, as they chase down Wolf, but they're going to lose Core JJ as well. So a 2-for-2 in the end. Lots of turrets acquired by Samsung, but a really confusing play with the Realm Warp.
Yeah, the Realm Warp was put down. It felt like both the teammates weren't clear on the call. Half of them took it, half of them didn't. and then it was only a frontliner and exposed backline for Samsung. But again, these are the kind of small mistake plays you can make when you are massively ahead. Peanut is completely anemic on the Elise with just a Leandries to go with his Rune Glaive, and they'll keep chasing, but even Peanut's out of mana. Somehow, it looks like KT will actually have to fight much shallower in the gauntlet than we expected.
Yep. But now speaking of fight, Faker going in, jumping on top of Ruler. He's going to be able to jump away with the Arcane Shift, pops the heal as well. Ashe Arrow coming through, connecting on the Cube in the front line, but look at how tanky the Mount guy is. Just doesn't give a damn about anything that SK Telecom does. That's going to be Prophet going down the Nautilus, the first one to get picked off, and Samsung can just keep pushing down the mid lane.
So great shot calling, great team fighting, and now a strong early game. And be the base broken for Samsung, and they're looking great.
Yeah, 12 seconds left until Prophet can come up, and even if he was there, I don't think that he could do anything all the same here. So Inhibitor goes down for Samsung pre-30 minutes against SK Telecom, who look completely lost in this match so far. And other than that, it's just been the play has been subpar from SK Telecom. From what we expect from them, you can see another Realm Warp coming through.
That's the fastest Baron you've ever seen.
Yeah, double Mountain Drake coming through. This is going to be nothing that SKT can do to answer this one. Hawkshot does come through.
There was some disagreement, but this is all about Haru in game one.
I mean, look at the turrets just going.
What turrets?
Well, there's only 3 more left in the game right now for SK Telecom. Second inhib falls in the top lane. Samsung, how long do they want to stick around?
A freak of freaks. Last year, almost perfect gamed SKT once. It was either 1 turret or 1 kill, and no other objectives. As Faker is going all in.
And he's going to jump into the back line. Shadow Assault comes through as he jumps in onto Ruler, but he's just got to get out of dodge immediately. Gets popped. The Wild Growth will come through the last second to keep him alive, but barely so. Through Shot Barrage will scrape him on the way back to the fountain, but Samsung will be able to knock down this third and final inhib. How long do they want to stick around is going to be the question. Super Creeps coming in, empowered by Baron. Looks like Samsung want to go for the finish here at 33 minutes. But can they get it? Might be a bit of a risky play. Stick around. See how they go ahead and play this one. Outdredge line comes through, connects onto Haru, but there's going to be no follow-up from SKT. Haru pushing forward, just chunking out the Nautilus continuously. Cube going deep, Twisted Advance dragging him almost into the fountain as he locks down Bang. Has to start kiting back. Maelstrom's up, still has the Guardian Angel. It's popped up by that depth charge, still alive. As he will go ahead and come back up, but it doesn't matter. The Nexus goes down, and Samsung absolutely plow through SK Telecom in game one.
And they have Lulu and Shen insurance to overtake a fight. So Lulu will respond with a Karma. I mean, if no one blows that flash by level 4, SKT already full marks for early games. Crown's charmed.
Yeah, Crown's going to get charmed. Gets a push back there. Scatter the weak, but that's going to be both summoners down for both mid laners. Poor JJ going low, has to get the heal from Ruler to stay alive. Flashes in, trying to get the slow. Bang going back in, Exhaust coming through. That's going to be poor JJ barely staying alive, and now Ruler and Haru arriving. Doesn't even need the help of the Elise. They just come up with a kill. First blood goes over to Samsung.
Are they going to check this?
Can they do so? Recall about to go off, but they can't interrupt it in time. Haru just didn't have his Spider Sense tingling. Had he tossed out that cocoon and gotten the interrupt, it would have been a very swift second kill, it would appear. Haru spotted out in the jungle by the Gromp. Might just have an exchange between the bot laners. Now they're coming through. Bang gonna get locked down. Exhaust comes down. We're trying to get some hits in. Q gonna miss from Core JJ. That's Stand United now used onto Wolf. It's hit up by the cocoon. Jump over the wall from Ruler. Nice repel in from Haru, dodging out. On the Shadow Dash, they draw him in with the Dredge line as Cube arrives. The depth charge coming in, pops him up. Dodge Field's gonna buy him a little bit of time, but the Devil's Stun comes through from Crown. Locks him down, and 2 more kills on the board for Samsung. Beautiful roam by the entire team.
Double magic penetration, and Elise's rotation will take down the Ahri.
Well, stun coming through. Faker takes a lot of damage. Won't see that Unleashed Power committed in yet. Now Bang tossing out the Ashe Arrow, finds Core JJ. Faker dashing over, Charm not gonna connect, barely misses the Karma over the wall. Wolf gets poked out. Now the arrival comes through from Cube. Pops up Faker with the depth charge. He flashes away. Wild Growth comes through, trying to keep him alive as best as possible. But Crown is coming in on the backside. Can he get the stun? Tosses out the Q, gets a bit of damage down onto Faker. The Unleashed Power won't find the kill though. And looks like we might just have both teams going their separate ways. Summoner spells invested on both sides, but Prophet will have the TP advantage. Looks like they'll think better of this one. Cuvée roaming in, going to be looking for Faker. Prophet now caught out on his own. Depth charge comes through. He's going to flash away. Might just be the end of the engage. Cocoon connects, but the Dredge line will not. And that hit almost certainly would have been a death onto that Shen. I believe he said it was the Fiendish Codex Negatron Cloak plus a Lost Chapter being like the most gold efficient that you could get for those 3 items. Haru though getting jumped on, TP coming through from Cuvée. Haru's still relatively healthy as the Nautilus arrives.
Ahri will be here first if this keeps going.
It's like Samsung might just have to fight this one back. They don't have a turret to retreat underneath. The core JJ's going low. Pop-up coming through from the wild growth as Peanut gets popped up. They're gonna flash away low on mana. Might not make it out of this one with his life. Gets taunted up, as does core JJ as the charm connects. And 2 kills will go onto the board for SK Telecom. Now Ruler in their sights. But Faker's gonna have to flash away as Crown tries to fire back, has the Ghost rolling, trying to push forward with the charm. Yet again, connects in, Haru goes forward, finds Faker with the cocoon. Goes up with the repel, comes back down, and Ruler is able to take out Wolf, but Peanut leaps in, gets rid of the Syndra. Now Samsung have to go full retreat mode. Multiple kills coming through from Peanut in the fight, and Ruler just desperately trying to trade back, but he has to play this one so cautiously if he wants to stick around, can't push forward, and a major win goes over to SKT. One behind Samsung in that regard. It's still just 200 gold is the deficit. So in a good spot. Faker, though, dashing forward, looking for Crown. Has Stand United coming through. Charm not going to connect, but the taunt does from Prophet. They should just be able to wail away at the Syndra. They get the kill. They take him out. But can they exit? Core JJ getting the root down onto Faker. Cocoon lands as well, and the turret is targeting him out. While Growth will keep him alive for a little bit longer. There's no other collapse coming through from Samsung, so Faker makes it out with his life.
Faker fishing for a pick.
If he can get it, flashes and finds the charm on the Ruler. The shield from core JJ not going to do anything. They even commit to Stand United just to keep Faker alive. But now 5 members of SKT in the mid lane. When you get that added 16%, might help out. QB coming into the backside, goes in, depth charge down onto Bang. Big pop up on the multiple members of the Dragon onto Faker. Wild Growth comes through, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. He goes down. TP burned down by Prophet. And that, yeah, they're going to go ahead and hightail their way over to this Baron. The ping's coming through. There's no vision inside the pit. No scrying orbs available. They start this up. Can SKT stop this take?
Crown still has the unleashed power, so he's the one goaltending. Let's watch Peanut.
Ashar comes through, flash away, not going to connect onto anybody yet. So you're just trying to zone them out. Peanut in the back of the pit. Can they stop the seal from coming through? Leaps into the pit. Baron still relatively healthy. Goes slow. Spike comes through, and it's going to be Haru picking it up. He goes through with the repel, comes back down, just trying to get himself out, and he'll be able to do so successfully as Ruler dashes forward, finds a kill onto Bang. They follow up with one onto Wolf. The ace about to happen as Ruler goes over the wall. Triple kill for the Ezreal, and Baron over to Samsung.
The Baron buff. They do have some option to dive. They have at least drop aggro and Cuvée.
Oh, Wolf getting locked down. Redemption coming through. Can it heal him in time? Not going to happen. Ruler finds the kill. Nice engage by Cuvée. Finding the dredge line. The last inner turret falls. Recall has to come through from Prophet. Does not have that Stand United anymore. Peanut getting locked down. Depth charge coming through, but Ruler gets caught up with the Ash Arrow. That's going to delay him jumping in and DPSing down these remaining members of Samsung. You're able to dash out, has the Spirit Rush available, takes himself back to the fountain, but the base is being broken by Samsung in him, going down 27 minutes. How long do they want to stick around?
Cuvé's so smart, tanking up and letting the minions tank up. You're not trying to try.
It's 4 seconds left on Wolf, still has the Wild Growth, but the first Nexus turret has already gone down. Peanut getting caught up at the dredge line. Big Shadow Dash comes through from Prophet, but he has to get out of dodge. Wild Growth goes through onto him, keeping the Shen alive. And Samsung, they might have to peel back out of this one unless they can find more picks. Ruler dashing forward, not able to kill off the Shen. He makes it back to the fountain. That will be the disengage from Samsung, but they get so much off of that push.
And this time Ruler is the frontline carry, was a peripheral figure in the Game 1 victory, but now he's integral. Stop the Baron being stolen, 6-1-4, not quite a Blade of the Ruin King, but looking to close the game.
Yep, that's going to be another inhibitor going down. One last Nexus starts standing in their way. Can they find it? Peanut ripped down to half HP. Has to get himself back to the fountain and heal up. He's going to stick around, actually. Faker dashing in, looking for a pick, but he's just not able to find it. Makes it into the zone. His Redemption comes down. He won't need the heal. Depth charge comes through, pops up he and Prophet, but they should still be able to make it out. But the Nexus has been exposed. Samsung, I think they've just done it. The 2-0 victory over SK Telecom, their second loss in the split, and Samsung Galaxy makes such a statement for themselves to be meeting SKT in the grand final.